is spraying alcohol and everything. He just went to go get coffee like it was an expedition to the moon. But basically, we have like all of our food and all of our everything in this RV. We've been sleeping in it, showering in it, and yeah, this is completely unrelated to what you're going to be talking about, but I have like a 160-pound boar bull that has no dogs its age, and it gets zoomies and like runs around the house like in sprints, and I've had 6 knee surgeries, so I can't handle that shit. So we're going to go get him a girlfriend. I'm picking up a dog and some other stops or whatever. But yeah, we're going on a puppy road trip.
Yeah, what kind of dog are you getting?
It's called a Canis Panther. It looks like a really big Doberman. It's like a mix between a Doberman, a Namstaff, a Lab, and a Great Dane.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's cute. I don't know.
Well, congrats. Well, we're not. Let's talk about. So this Saturday, live from Fight Island, Robert Whitaker and Darren Till are fighting. Then we come back to Las Vegas August 1st, and the main event was supposed to be Holly Holm versus Irene Aldana. That is being postponed to later on this year. And now the main event for that fight is Derek Brunson versus Edmund Shabazian, who you manage, Edmund.
Yeah.
So I thought it would be fun to announce this with you and talk about Edmund. So Derek Brunson is 20-7. He's an All-American wrestler. He's one of the most explosive strikers in the middleweight division, 11 wins by knockout. Edmund Shabazian is a freak of nature. This kid is 11-0, undefeated. He's still only 22 years old. He's won all of his fights by first-round knockout except for one. 10 of his 11 wins by finish, 9 by knockout, 1 by submission, and he has 5 wins in under a minute. And he's a great kid.
That's my fighter. That's right. Yeah, little Ed. He's been special. You know, we call him like Neo. He's the one, and like he is that first generation of kids that only did MMA. He was obsessed with MMA when I was training at the gym. He was actually my like throwing dummy for my Carmouche open workout. He was 15 years old. He was like still like bigger than me. But you know, he was like one of my training partners, and you know, he learned arm bars from me. He was getting beat up by me, and he was in the, you know, the gym at a very pivotal time. And him and his brother would just like show up with like 10th Planet books and like completely like obsessed. I've never seen like kids more obsessed with MMA. And that was like the first generation of that, you know, like I came up in, you know, judo and other things, and MMA became a thing that everyone else had to adjust to when they were already experts at something else. And little Ed, which we called him little, but now he's gigantic. He is the first generation of those kids that MMA is all he did. There is no style that he had to conform into MMA with. MMA is his style, and he is like, it's not like he's just mediocre at everything. Like he is just fucking awesome at everything. Like this kid started off like destroying everyone in grappling tournaments and destroying everyone in boxing tournaments. And then when he started like doing MMA, it was just a no-brainer. Like we assumed that he was going to break John Jones' record as the youngest UFC champion. And now like a global pandemic might slow that progress down a little bit for that exact record, but
not much. We were only off for like 6 weeks or something like that.
Yeah, I know, which is insane, but it just speaks to the inevitability of his championship reign. Like it's not if, it's when. This kid is special. He is one in a generation, and I know what the fuck I'm looking at, and you know what you're looking at, and it's interesting to finally be in this time where everyone else is starting to take notice, you know, because he's such a sweet and quiet kid, but man, he's a fucking killer, you know? And when people actually take a moment to watch him, they will never be able to forget him.
And this is the biggest test of his career. Brunson's number 8, he's number 9, and obviously a win puts him in, you know, Kelvin Gastelum just lost. Then you're looking at Gastelum, Till, Romero, Hermanson, Cannonier. I mean, if he can get through Brunson and he wins this fight, it's straight killers after that. He's coming into the, you know, he's looking at breaking into the top 5, which is very, very hard to do in the UFC?
I mean, I really think it's not if, it's when. Every person, every heavyweight, professional heavyweight I seen sparring with this kid when he was 16, were like, who the fuck is this kid? Like, everyone has trouble with him. Everyone underestimates him. And I think that's a huge advantage that he has, but it's not one that he's going to have for very long, because people are going to realize what a force to be reckoned with that he is, but it's not an advantage that he needs, because he doesn't need people to see him coming or not. He's coming regardless.
Boom.
Boom.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The new main event, Saturday, August 1st, is Brunson versus Shabazian. And thank you so much for taking the time with me to announce this. We miss you. I love you. And have a safe trip.
I'm really glad we got to do this. We need to do this more often.
We should. Exactly.
All right. Well, go keep conquering the world and planting flags on Fight Island.
Thanks, honey. Have a great day. Have a safe trip.
Thank you. Talk to you later.